Hello and welcome to e-learning platform of Golgotia University. I am Mehak Pandit, Assistant Professor with Department of Mass Communication, and I'm also the course coordinator for the subject Event Management. In the previous video lectures, we have explored the concept of event management, the process of event management, meaning of event management, and various other things related to how eventually event management is done. But in today's video lecture, as you can see on your screens, I'll be asking one question from all my learners, and we'll try to answer this question also in today's video lecture. That is why people attend event. Because I think this is a very important question, and in of course the video lectures it's not possible to have that two-way communication, but in general I think when we start this curriculum of event management, it becomes important to understand that why basically we do have this subject. It is because people attend event, which makes event an important subject, and that is why we have this process called event management, wherein big organizations are working and they hire event management firms for organizing all of their important events, whether they are formal, whether they are private events, whether they are corporate events, whether they are government, whether they are non-government, then also if they are profitable events or even non-profit events. All of these events, if they are anyhow from medium to large scale, event management firms are hired so that they organize these structured events. So let us learn and answer in today's video lecture that why people attend events. So first thing first, let us firstly, before answering the questions, understand that what does event mean. Of course, I'm not going to blabber here the definition of event because that we have done in our previous video lectures. But in today's video lectures, it is very important for all of the learners to understand that the definition or the meaning or the purpose of event varies from a person to person. Of course, there are two things, for the different kind of organizers, the purpose of organizing the event is different. For like there are firms that are organizing event for collecting money, then there are firms that are organizing event just to relax their employees, like Google does the Sunburn Festival. Then there are firms that are organizing event because they want to build their brand image, so this is how distinct the organizers are, and each organizer's purpose of organizing the event vary. And we have also studied in the previous video lectures that because of how the purpose varies, so the kind of event and the things, the way things are processed are also different from each other. But in today's video lecture we are not going to focus on the organizer's perspective, but in today's video lecture we'll be focusing on the perspective or the vision or the reasons people have for attending events. So for in general the attendees also, the event means different things to different people or different attendees, and everybody will have a different reason for attending a particular event, right? So the expectation of each attendee is going to be a different one, and they will have a wide range of outcomes that they specifically hope to achieve by attending an event. Because if whether you talk about the online event or you talk about the virtual event, everyone who is attending an event or investing their time, or if they have bought a ticket, they have invested money whatsoever, specifically they have a specific reason for attending the attending the event or investing their money. So they also have certain expectations while they attend the event. Yet this doesn't mean that there aren't some common themes that encourage people to attend events. Of course there are some common themes also at the first place. So in this video lecture, one by one we'll try to understand what possible reasons people have for attending the events. So let's start with the first one. Meeting people and socializing being the first one. So whether it's about the people who have forced you to, visit a particular event, or maybe people who are unknown to you, the people sitting on your left or people sitting on your right, whatsoever. Event binds people, it brings people together because of course it has its own ambience, it builds its own atmosphere. So anyhow, it brings people together, and maybe it's the common interest, I would say, that starts the conversation, and of course, like simply enjoying, some mocktails, and then, with a stranger, and eventually, while you communicate, you share same interests, and get to know people. So whatever the reason, whatever it is, talk to any event goer who is somebody who has interest in going to the events. You are bound to hear a story or two about the mid game encounters with some interesting folks. So of course, I think one of the very obvious reason, or I would say one of the very popular reason for people coming to the event is because they get to socialize, right? Of course, I'm talking about the times before the pandemic. Pandemic has changed everything. I stress that on in every video lecture, and the definition of the concept, the definition of the event, the purpose, the vision of the event has changed altogether. Before pandemic, nobody could say that virtual event could be a thing even, because the concept of event management lies on the fact that people meet and greet physically to each other. But pandemic has made things different, and virtual events are also getting popular, not as popular as the traditional offline ones, but yes, they are getting in now. But we in this video lecture, the pointers I created have kept in mind the traditional ones only. So yes, the first thing is you get to meet people and then you socialize, right? Now the next obvious reason is that you build meaningful connections. Now this is also very important, because when you get to meet people, you get to meet strangers, you talk to them, there are chances that you form a meaningful connection. And because of which, because if you have been lucky and you have been building connections, then this drives to attendance and create the impactful relationship building and networking opportunities, along with real time idea exchange and participation. They all add up to memorable meeting experiences. In this particular point, I've mentioned different things. Now the first thing is meaningful relationship. What is a meaningful relationship or a meaningful connection? Meaningful connection is something that is not specifically for that particular movement, but it is something that would eventually help you build yourself personally or professionally. The first thing. Second thing is, relationship building, you tend to make friends also, then networking opportunities. Now of course, you are somebody who has interest in, like let's talk about automobiles, or maybe cosmetics, or maybe whatever it is. If two people are working on same field and they have different perspectives, but they have same mindset, they get to meet each other, they get to know about each other, because otherwise it's very difficult to meet people like that. So networking opportunity is one of the thing. And of course, then when you are physically with somebody who is face to face, then real time idea exchange happens, and you never know, you end up maybe becoming the next business partner also. So altogether, this obviously makes people attend or increase the footfall in a particular event. So meaningful connections is the. Now, third and very obvious reason is the food and beverage. There is no such things as free meal. So this is an area you don't want to cheap out on, right? So we have all attended events, and sometimes the only thing we remember is food. So we make it impressionable. So whenever you plan an event, you make sure whatever you are serving is of good quality, is in good amount according to the number of attendees you're inviting. It should not be like a khatam ho gaya type concept, because of course it gonna hamper your image. And of course the taste of food is something which people always remember. So in previous video lectures, I discussed with you the kind of sponsorship also. So sometimes even some catering firms also sponsor with you, and they sponsor food for you. So this type of collaborations also help bind events, and maybe those catering services can put their boards and advertise themselves, or you could add that they were your sponsors, and the food is sponsored by them, that like you will announce in the event or put up in the menu or whatsoever it is. So of course this is also one thing. Otherwise also, if it's not sponsored, otherwise also if you're making some arrangement, it should be done properly, because like I've already mentioned that even if people forget things, people don't forget the kind of food you have served, right? Or the kind of welcome you gave them, or the kind of feel that they had in a particular event, right? The ambience that was built in the event. So that way, so food and beverage is the other thing. Talking about the next thing is obviously people get to pollinate new ideas, I would say. Why pollinate? Because nothing is better than attending a new event and coming away with a new idea, because it's like when you end up when you want to start with something new, it's always good to start blank, because when you are open to things, you get to see new things, you get to meet new people, you get to explore new places. Eventually you end up maybe click and get some creative ideas. So nothing is better than that. And when guests attend events, they will be able to network and share their ideas. You never know, when you're talking to somebody, maybe you had some rough ideas in your mind, and while talking to somebody, you could frame a very good idea. So this is a wonderful platform, because of course when it comes to an event, every event has its own theme, the own kind of genre that is invited to a particular event. And for like, if it's an event related to how cosmetics, affordable cosmetics, drugstore cosmetics is coming up, or maybe how some smartphone or company, or maybe whatever brand it is, are working. So you get to meet people who have interest in similar areas, and then you get to cultivate new business ventures. So I think event obviously help you pollinate. Then comes a very, very interesting thing, that is promotions and giveaways. Of course, free stuff, enough said, though the odds might be slim, there is always a chance you could walk away with some cool swag, or even a car if you are lucky, things like this, when they're put up on the posters or advertisement or whatever, not to mention, you could get an opportunity to walk onto the field court and make a fool of yourself as you try to accomplish a ridiculous task in front of thousands of people. But people do that because promotions and giveaway are something which of course attract the audience, and people do come and they want to try their luck. And usually when events are organized in the weekend, so people whenever they are with family, they chill, and they don't mind fooling themselves or doing some weird activities, because they have been working Monday to Friday, and they want to relax and enjoy and try their luck and do all of those things. So promotions and giveaways is a very interesting thing. Of course, it increases the football, and depending upon the kind of product, if it's something related to kids, then of course it is an add-on. Otherwise, also I think, like, if you advertise, you can win a car or a AC or whatsoever it is. Of course, it will attract audience, and people do visit event for that. Then another, I don't know how logical it is, but yes, sometimes for impressing someone. So if you're trying to impress someone, there is no other better way than to talk to them out. To a ball game. For some, it's like a cute girl from the bar. For others, it's that big client. So it's not that I'm talking about personal life also. Professionally also, there are times that you want to impress somebody. So whoever it is, events are a great way to take someone out and show them a good time. So maybe you are attending event for that, or you never know, if somebody maybe your boss or somebody who has that inclination and you want to crack some deal with them. So anyhow you try to accompany with them in the event, and because you are trying to impress, so there are two definitions of impressing someone over here. So it could be either one. So that could be one of the reasons why people attend events. So after impressing someone, how could I miss the obvious reasons of social pressure? So many times people tend to attend event because they know the promoter or they know the talent which is being displayed, like a budding singer or a budding guitarist or a budding photographer or maybe a budding firm or maybe the venue putting it on. They are connected in some way. So people tend to attend event because they have some kind of connection with one or the other way. And also people, most of the people I would say, they will say that they have attended event because they feel obligated to support their friends. Of course this is not a positive reason, but yes, if someone has no other reason to attend the event, at least social pressure is one of the reasons. Then comes that most of the people come to attend the event because they like the keynote speaker or they are interested in listening to the keynote speaker. Obviously the event management organization try to take advantage over if you have somebody, some big names like big CEOs, singers, actors visiting your event. So they try to grasp or take over the advantage and publicize those big names so that they are able to increase the footfall by their fan club, I would say. So the keynote speakers are a major pull for any event, and their keynote speakers could be industry experts. So or like I've mentioned, actors or whosoever people want to listen to, right? So this is one reason. Then a good keynote speaker, of course, he sets the tone of the whole event. For like if you are inviting A grade actor or a B grade actor or some big firm or a small firm, so it sets the complete atmosphere of the event or your expectations from the event. And obviously, or very obviously, so if it's a big name, big singer or whatsoever it is, audience in or amongst the audience, it create a great buzz. So hearing to a perfect presentation or a perfect event is their expectation. So anyhow this is one of the reasons that people tend to attend the event. The last and one of the very important reasons which in fact made event very popular is that events are an opportunity to share real life examples, because events offer an ideal platform for sharing examples and case studies that have worked. And events are very personal experience, first-hand experience of people. So they are at a great chance for people to see what strategies they can apply for their own businesses, if it has something to do with budding business houses, and if it's a big business house event or whatsoever it is, it eventually helps giving opportunities and understanding, how things are eventually planned. So these are the reasons why people tend to attend event. And uh, I hope the things are now clear to you and you got your answer that why people attend events. So now, like every video lecture, I have mentioned here the references for your future readings. Now I hope that this video lecture was helpful to you and you got your answer that why people attend event. Probably in the next video lecture, we'll be understanding the event marketing mix. So till then, take care and stay tuned.